the questions to keep myself aligned. Waste away the hours doing what I should, knowing that my soul tells me it's not for my own good.
So when people think about New Year's, one of the first things they think about is, resolutions. I think every day is a good day to start some change. Every day is a good day. New Year's, it's a day. Let's face it, it's a day. And I think that when we put expectations on ourselves, that at New Year's, I'm going to do this. At New Year's, I'm going to do that. Expectation generally leads to disappointment. So, and obligating yourself usually makes you want to resist. Okay, obligation makes us resist immediately, and expectation can set us up for disappointment. So today we're just going to encourage change and transformation and allow ourselves to be open to whatever it is that's going to happen this year. I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen here this morning. So on my wall over there, which you can't see yet, but on my wall over there, I actually have a sigil that we're going to be using today mounted. So I'll be moving the camera shortly over there. And when you're doing this, I want you to think about it, the first step of this, because there's several steps that we're going to be going through, but the first step is going to be about desire. Okay? We all think, oh, I hope this happens and I wish for that, and hoping and wishing isn't going to do anything for you. All right? Desire. It's got to be a yearning, a desire. Like, for instance, I know that the ice cream store across the street has my favorite ice cream called Moose Tracker. And I can desire it, and it's just out of my reach because I have to go get it. Okay? So desire is very different than hope. Hope is we sit and talk, I hope I'll open up my fridge and ice cream will be in there, right? So it's about, there's a very big difference between hope and desire. Okay? It's like when we have hope for the world. It sounds beautiful, doesn't it? We have hope for the world. But if the people in this world don't try to do something to manifest that, the changes that we want to make, it's going to stay the way that it is. So hope is a wonderful thing to have. It's a nice word. It sounds beautiful. But really the word that we want to focus on for manifesting is desire. A yearning, something that's just almost out of your reach. You can grab it, but it's not quite there. Okay? So that desire, that's really what we want to go with this. Also, when we're trying to manifest, we also look for huge changes sometimes all at once. Like we're going to wake up in the morning and ba-boom, like all of a sudden there's a bag of money on my bedroom floor. Wouldn't that be nice? So it's not like that. Changes come, but they come in steps, and the synchronistic opportunities show up for you, but you need to be open to be able to see them. So I'm going to also ask you this year to, and I ask this of all of my clients that come in, is to live on manual. We've all heard of mindfulness, right? Mindfulness is that ability to be aware, right? It's to be aware. I want you more than aware. I want you more than mindful. I want you on manual. I want you to make changes. If you feel inclined to take a different road home, then do it. If you feel inclined to just stop and look around you at the miracles that go on around us every single day. We let things in our lives go stale, right? So there was a time when we were kids and a rainbow would be like, whoa, or, we'd see a beach for the first time or a bird, and everything was so beautiful and so amazing and so miraculous. Morning, Helen, Lori. Sorry, I'm getting everybody mixed up. So today, or this year, for the next little bit, it's not easy to do. I want you to be on manual, really noticing the beauty of the world around you. That's when you're going to notice the opportunities, because we become very tunnel vision, right? We're very focused on what we're doing, and we don't see what's in our peripheral. Okay? So I want you to be looking around, because sometimes that opportunity that you're looking for, that window that's going to open for you, is over here. But if you don't turn your head and look, you're not going to see it. Okay? So really being manual, taking control. Stop living your life like you're on a runaway train and you're just an observer sitting in one of the seats. Okay? Step off the train, slow your roll, notice what's going on around you. That's going to bring back by the change and the transformation, the manifestation that you want. Okay? Is there anything that you can do to assist this manifestation? See, these are questions that I get, right? Is there anything that you can do? Sometimes there is. Sometimes there are things that you can do to help your manifestation along. And sometimes, good morning, Tyler, sometimes there's nothing you can do. You're just going to put out that manifestation out into the universe and wait, it's coming. Okay? This sigil I am going to put up in the group after I do it. I want you to do this exact same thing that we're going to be doing for 3 consecutive days. The power of 3. Okay? So today we're going to do it together. I am going to put up the image that you are going to be seeing in our group. Okay? And then tomorrow and the next day I ask that you do it again. 3 days, that's it. Okay? Remember that the results will come at the most appropriate time. So that doesn't mean it's going to show up on the 4th day. It might show up a month from now. It might show up 3 weeks from now. It might show up 3 months from now. Okay? It's going to show up exactly when it's supposed to. All right? So, if you feel desperation, oh, I really want this. If you feel that desperation, you are kind of not really having faith, right, in the universe. So no desperation, all right? But if you have some frustration and some anger about some things, I want you to change those things and use them like fuel, like gas in your car, okay? So frustration and anger here in this first step of this is good. Like, it's good. But I want you to not feel it as anger. I want you to change it into like that yearning, that wanting, that desire, okay? So that's what I would like you to do with this. So I'm going to talk you through it. You're going to be seeing an image very shortly, and that image is what you are going to be focusing on through this entire part of this. So we're going to get going. Enough of hearing me chat. This morning, I used a oil that I made with some friends of mine, and this is a magnet oil. This is awesome. And I put this oil on my hands every single morning a little bit, and this brings by, it's a whole bunch of herbs, and oh, it smells so good, and actual physical herbs and essential oils, and a lot of prayers around this. And this is a wonderful magnet oil, an oil that I use to bring what I'm looking for. I also have it in a powder form. So this powder form, some people use powder form, the powder form of it to like put onto like, I don't know, like this is for prosperity. So, you know, onto their wallet or whatever. I tend to take this and scoop it right into my bra, sorry. And usually it's on me, okay, most of the time. Not like the powder. I just take the whole vial and I just usually scoop it into my bra, right? So that's where I hold that. If you're a man, you don't wear a bra, so I don't know where you would put it, but it's like, so there, I'm not even gonna go there. So that's it. So we're gonna get started today on this, and all right, so just give me a second. I'm gonna hop off this chair so I can just change the camera view here, okay? Okay, so this is a sigil. All right, so this is your sigil. And I'm just gonna get back in my chair. Give me a second. All right, and like I said, I will be posting this picture, this image as a picture, a JPEG onto the group site very shortly. So what I'd like you to do is for a moment. I'm going to give you guys about 30 seconds to think about whatever it is that you desire for change, for transformation. What are you desiring for change and transformation? Okay? And I would like you to feel that desire. Feel that desire. Feel it like a yearning. Really allow yourself to feel this desire as if nothing can stand in your way. That you want this more than anything. And as you do this, as you feel this yearning inside you, I'd like you to look at the sigil. Stare through the white space that's inside the double circle. So focus on one spot inside the double circle and just stay there, as if you're staring through it. Stare through that white space within the double circle, as if you're staring through the white. Pick a spot. Stay there rather than roaming around. And if your eyes do move around, that's okay. Just guide them back. Okay? And stay filled with that desire. Imagine that you can send that desire through your eyes, that you can beam your desire through your eyes, through the white part of your sigil. And I'm going to leave you for 30 seconds to do this. So really focus on the white part of the sigil, really beaming that desire through your eyes. Now make a decision. Make a decision that your desire will manifest. That it's not a hope, it's a decision. That your intention is to make it manifest. Move your gaze from the inner white to the outer black rings. You can move your gaze around the rings if you want, but just stare at the rings. See that you have decided that your desire is going to be satisfied. Know that things are going to change. It's very important that you remember that you have made a decision for change, not a hope, but a decision. You don't need to know how, only that it will. And I'm going to leave you for 30 seconds making your decision, focusing on those two outer rings. Now turn your attention to the black lines inside the sigil. Imagine how you're going to feel when your desire has been granted. Keeping your eyes mostly on the lines inside, not with a forced effort, but with conviction and with certainty. Imagine how you will feel using all of your senses, your sight, your hearing, your taste, your feelings, your vision. Know how you will feel through all of your senses when your desire has been granted, and stare at the lines inside the sigil with a feeling of gratitude and relief. make your gaze soft so that the sigil is barely in your awareness, but still in your vision. Your eyes rest, but they're not staring. Your focus is more on how you feel. Now imagine yourself many years from now, remembering the thing that you wanted to change and how it's been solved, how it's been granted, and how easily it came. It all worked out, easily, almost without any effort at all. Pretend or imagine that it is years and years from now, and the challenge, the struggle, is a distant memory. Now I'm going to ask you to gently close your eyes. Feeling that gratitude and that relief. And when you're ready, open your eyes again as I bring us back. Okay. Just give me a second. Just rearranging me. Okay. So that was your first, maybe, manifestation using a sigil. This particular sigil, like I said, is for transformation and change, which is really great, considering the card that we pulled this morning. As I said, I'm going to put that image, the JPEG of that, onto our group page. So if you weren't able to follow along for the whole thing, hi Doug, I saw you come in. If you weren't able to follow along for the whole thing, you can start from the beginning again. If you were able to do it, awesome. I'd love to hear your comments about any feelings or shifts that you might have felt during this. This is something that I haven't done online before, so interesting, or in a live. So I will put that image up, and if you didn't feel like you did it right the first time, there's really no wrong. But you want to do it better. Remember, 3 consecutive days. So you're going to do this for 3 days. All right? If today felt good for you, then you're going to do 2 more days. If you'd like to start it again tomorrow, then that's it. And once you've done it, forget about it. You know that it's going to come. Don't make yourself crazy over it, okay? So just don't be like, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet? You know, just, tapping your finger, waiting for it to come. So it's gonna, all right? Just know it. You've sent what you want out into the universe. A lot of times, everything that we want is in the universe. And a lot of times we say things like, I want to be happy. Well, happy for you and happy for me mean 2 different things, right? I want to be, the big things for people these days is I want to be wealthy. I want to be happy. I want to, whatever it is that you want, but it's different for everyone what that means. The meaning of that word, the meaning of that emotion, that meaning of that desire is different for everybody. Okay, so unless you are clear about what that looks like to you, it's going to be difficult for energy or law of attraction or energy to give you what you want because you're not clear. All right, so when you're doing this, be clear. Use all of your senses. Use that imagination that we use effortlessly as children. Remember, as kids, we could do anything. We could be anyone. We could play a game. We could be warriors. We could be doctors. We could be whatever we wanted to be. We could play house. We could do whatever we wanted to do, and we'd be lost in it for hours. Our imagination is not gone. We use it constantly all day long. We just don't use it in the same way. So using that wonderful imagination, and not everybody is visual. Some people feel it, some people see it, some people sense it. So however that is for you is perfectly okay. Hi, Leanna. All right? So just allowing that manifestation to take place. So Happy New Year to everybody who's watching this morning. And I hope you enjoyed our first sigil. I will be putting this up today so you have it ready for yourselves for either to do it again today or to start tomorrow. Hi, Candace. And that's what I've got for you. I'm going to wait here for a couple of seconds. Does anybody have any comments or any questions about this at all? If you're watching this later and you're not sure how to do it, I think it was pretty clear, but you know, again, clarity is different for everybody. Feel free to message me, okay? And I will help you with it again. And that's it, okay? So have a great day. Looks like everybody was clear. All right, so have a good one. Bye-bye.
Look at my reflection in the mirror. I see that it's not the person